Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM21. It's the Worst to First Experiment Series, episode number 4. So far, things are going brilliantly. For one thing, the completely unexpected mental capability of this team carrying us despite the complete lack in skill. I mean, 6s, 7s across the board should not be good enough to be winning very many games, and yet we have 7 wins from 11 and sit second place in the league with the best goal differential. Very surprising. But then you start looking at the other teams and look at what they have in players, and you kind of go, oh, well, okay, I guess so. We don't have a lot of quality, but we are developing pretty rapidly, and it's starting to show. I mean, if you look at Thor, right, still 6s and 7s. I mean, that's where we're at. And we are progressing, but without the facilities, without the coaching staff, it is happening pretty slow. It's already middle of November. We left off late October. Not a lot of time has passed, but what has happened is a real break in games. We've got almost a month in between our last match and this one, and that is the consequence of being in a very small league that spreads their season out over a year. So a lot of training, a lot of time in between games, and that's almost a good thing for us because a lot of games early without quality should be really bad. As time goes on, this team is just going to grow. Look at that performance in training. There is growth. Let's give it some more time. Let's push forward almost a month and see where this team's at, and then we'll get into a game. Into December, we won that single match in November. Our reputation has built from a 1 of 10,000 to a 10 of 10,000. It is still horrendously bad. It's really, really bad. And it's really showing in the fact that I just cannot get any coaching staff, even with advertisements out. We have a really terrible assistant coach. I did finally get a single response as we've been looking for a goalkeeping coach. We've been looking for a fitness coach. Our only response was Anthony Isles. Anthony Isles, a 2 in fitness. That's not worth it. It is so bad, and we could fire him in a heartbeat, but it's not worth it. It just can't get any worse than that, and a motivating of 2. So we're going to hold out a little bit longer and wait for somebody else to come along. So we leave the advertisement out there, but it's been pretty bad work. Here's where we're at now. For one, it looks like Nebula, 7s across the board. She might be getting back into the starting lineup, especially with Iron Man having a bit of a rebound. So let's swap her out with Iron Man for some immediate impact. Try to go for the win. So Iron Man has learned the position. That could be why we have that little bit of a bounce back. Black Widow, doing well, has learned her position. So she's coming along. Wolverine, now comfortable as a striker. So there's a big change. Still only mostly 7s. Mostly 6s. Jean Grey, she's got some excellent development here. A lot of 7s. We see an 8. This is the first time I've seen an 8. Her composure is now up to 8. And she, not completely competent, is close enough. She knows. So we've got our front 3. We've got our whole midfield. And 1 defender that's now comfortable in their position. Doctor Strange still coming along. Captain America is pretty much 7s across the board. So we've seen some more progress over that last month. Mostly just getting those who were 6s now up to 7s. That means 1 attribute point pretty much across the board. And then we're just starting to see the first 8 up here. So it's something. It's something. We've got a long ways to go. Hulk, meanwhile, is still meandering along well behind everyone else. But a lot of the goalkeeping ones, there were some 4s out there. The 4s now seem to be 5s. So take what you get from that. Performance and training is still good despite the many hardships we have. Their happiness is good. Everybody's still other players. When we start to see that take off, the hierarchy, hopefully that can help us pull things along a little bit quicker. Black Panther still has a really bad rating, but that is higher in that one match than what it was previously. On the road at Winslow, 5th place in the league. It's absolutely pouring down. Again, on paper, we're not good. We're really not. So here's the thing. I have this other FM21 series, and it started in a somewhat similar scenario. It started with a bunch of players as Jean Grey comes very close to scoring on that one, but it was called offside. I've started with players who were forcibly ones in all attributes. The difference was that most of them had very low potential. They also had low determination. And so when we started as Wolverine gets a chance here, goes close. Can't get the goal though. The difference with that low determination and low potential is that they just didn't develop. But here's the thing. What they did do is in the first couple weeks of the season, they all emerged from nothing, ones in every attribute, to what is considered a current ability of 1 as Liam Doyle. Nice goal on that one. We now trail, so we were looking really good a moment ago, and suddenly we are behind. And he came from onside. I had questions of that, but upon the replay, it was definitely onside. So now we trail. There's Gray. Nice ball across. Groot. Goal. Tie. Wow, got it right back immediately. Anyway. So they all did the same thing. Here it was instant. It was day one instant. But in that playthrough, it took a couple weeks. But after a couple weeks, all of them, that first 11 that I have, they all had a current ability of 1, just like this group. The only difference is that this group is determined, and this group has some mental attributes that don't count to the current ability that were good. More aggressive, some flair, just a few little things, minor things, but apparently massive things, as Storm Mix gets stopped on that one. Puts it away, puts it out of bounds. Here's Groot starting to counterattack. They want us to sub some players off because of positional familiarity. We're still not quite there with a handful, especially the defense. King takes out Nebula and gets away with it. That one bangs off the crossbar. Storm, I think she just got high enough to tap that one up and push it off the bar. And then it stayed in play, and that was a dangerous clearance. 1-1 at the half. For us, this is good. I mean, on the road at one of the top teams and being in the match, it's amazing what they've been able to pull off considering how bad they really are. Second half underway. 2 subs already for Winslow, so they're getting a little frustrated, and that's because on paper, everybody we're playing against should be better than us. Thor, poor rating. Probably blamed for the goal, but I think that was just a good goal. Wolverine can't get to that one. Doctor Strange retreats. Again, our biggest concern is going to be speed. A lack of speed. Nice header from Wolverine. Back to Nebula. Here's Groot. In a little bit of space. Hangs onto it a little too long. Freshwater takes it. Now Harris in possession. Good pressure, but we're not able to get the ball back. Now Sanders. Sanders. The cross to Doyle. Goes close. Poor header because Storm was clearly at near post. They should have been aware of that and gone far post with that. And they'd be ahead. Now we're in. Here's Wolverine on the counter. Overlap with Groot. Groot pulls it in. Hangs onto it too long again. And we get... Wow, that chance came out of seemingly nowhere. 20 minutes in, subs. Who's not happy? Who's tired? Nobody's necessarily tired. Groot, yeah, kind of, but Groot's happy. Nebula's not doing too well. Let's go ahead and sub out Nebula for the one whose position she took. Iron Man. Okay, there you go. Wolverine over the top, tripped in the box. That's a penalty. Was he offside? Apparently not. Freshwater, only a yellow card on a clear goal scoring chance in the box from behind. Oh, I thought it was saved. I thought that the keeper saved that. And then we started celebrating. Iron Man with his first goal. Yeah, it went in. Wow, okay. We lead 2-1. Could we steal the points today? Right now it's looking like we can. Groot. Nice ball in, but we can't get on the end of that one. Here's Captain America. Thought he was keeping it for a little too long, though, but he gets it away. Here's Iron Man. That one was definitely held too long. Doctor Strange now. Black Panther with the overlap to Doctor Strange finally. Here's Gamora. Whoa! Gamora! That thing didn't even have any power on it. That is really, really poor goalkeeping. Oh man, 10th tier, let me tell you. Gamora, look at this thing. Horrible reaction from the keeper. Horrible reaction. So, I have a tiny bit of experience playing keeper. And I did okay. I'm agile, I'm quick, and I'm aggressive. And I've done okay with it. And then I tore my calf muscle as Iron Man gets another. Yes. Wow, that one barely crossing the line, but tore my calf. Have refused to play ever since because it was a non-contact filling in at goalkeeper that I've only done a handful of times. Anyway, I would have made that stop. It's really not my position, and I always found myself, because I'm the captain of the defense. I play center back. I keep the team organized. When I'm filling in and out of that position of center back, it goes from shots are occasional and or rare to shots are very frequent. And while I fill in okay at the position, being out of my regular position, oh man, does that come with complications of suddenly I'm under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I would have saved that. But no, ever since I tore that calf, never again. No more goalkeeper for me. We get the result, and we keep getting results. The mental attributes carrying us through. Now just 3 points after Enfield Borough tie in their match, and that's 13 played. That's the halfway point of the season. Let's go ahead and push forward again a little while and see what happens. As we move into January, development side has slowed a little bit over the last 2 months. I'd say that that's probably down to only having about 3 matches over the last 2 months. So coming down to just pure training and no game time, well, that says a lot considering where we're at as a team in terms of facilities, coaching staff. In terms of positions, Doctor Strange is now comfortable at left back. Deadpool is close. Captain America has got a ways to go, but he does have fewer matches as he has swapped in and out with Cyclops. So, and the bench, also less playing time, less familiarity. Okay, that part's settled. I have added in the training ratings now to the screen so we can actually get a view on where they're at. We can see who's struggling. Groot, Black Panther has struggled. Iron Man has struggled. Hulk is actually doing okay, but it's that part of no game time, no good coaches at the position. So it makes perfect sense that our 2 lowest rated players in terms of ability, according to the assistant coach, are our 2 goalkeepers. Hulk did get his first game in when Storm was out sick in our last match, which kept our win streak going. And so we sit 3 points behind Enfield Borough and definitely putting some pressure on him. And more and more I'm liking our chances of seeing at least hanging on to second. Actually, 11 points clear right now. I think we're looking pretty good for hanging on to second. We'll see about Enfield Borough and what we could do, especially head-to-head. Might be an important match upcoming. It is long enough now that we're into January that maybe it's time that I can do something to get our way. I mean, we have that high determination, a 17 discipline. Actually, none of these have really come up yet. No, I don't think we've developed anywhere. We might have added 1 point tactical, but I don't think we've actually developed as a coach at all yet. So let's take a look and see if we can get those facilities going now, a half season in. Of course, that first one we really need is the training facilities, so we'll see what happens with that. New year, fingers crossed. Accepted. 279,000. That's a pretty small investment. Start date not until this summer though, so it's going to be this summer before we get going on that. That hurts a little bit, but that's good. Check off one. We're going to make progress there. We'll see. Will that improvement, right? Will that be a single level of improvement, or will it be multiple levels of improvement? I wouldn't be surprised at all if we actually obtain multiple levels in that one go. And here's why. When you build a new stadium, do you go from a stadium that seats 50 to a stadium that seats 60 people when you build a new one? Or when you do a significant remodel? No. A remodel is a remodel, right? You're going to go... It's not necessarily going to be new. We're improving our training facilities. Okay. So it's not necessarily a total rebuild. You're not doing a new stadium, say, but when you do remodels, you tend to do major stuff, especially if you're going to spend $250,000. That should be a significant rise. I don't think it's going to push us to anywhere near level 20. Might not even push us to a 10, but could it push us to a 5 or a 6? I would hope so. Amersham, 4th in the league. We're at home for this one, 2nd of January, so just a day later than where we were. And we've got a chance here to further cement our position in the top 2. Maybe catch the top of the league if they stumble. So, big day. And we certainly have the mental fortitude that we're seeing provide us with some success throughout. But that ball over the top is always the one that makes me a little bit scared here. 12th minute. So far, Amersham it's all them. We have not done anything in this game yet. '20th minute. Shots are 2-2. Possession's pretty equal. Here's Gamora with the free kick. It's looking likely that we were going to get on the end of that one, but we do not. And Spice goes off to the races. Inside to Dunk. And nice goal from Amersham. Really got to give that one to them. Pete Dunk. Spice, great turn, and then goes off to the races. Knows that he can beat us with speed. I figure we kind of have to stick to our guys on that one. Poor decision making there from Thor to kind of slide out on that one. Groot's ball. Oh, Gray off the post. Oh, jeez. The equalizer bangs off the inside of the post, but it comes out. Unlucky. Thor holds his man, gets away with it. Here's Gamora, lays it off to Black Panther, long ball ahead, does not find the target. Captain America clears that one out. It was Thor on that play earlier, right? Or anyway, Captain America is sitting on a yellow. Not a good thing, but not too worrying. The strong mental attributes really helping us out as Nebula grabs her second goal of the season. Well played there as Jean Grey sets her up. Good sliding tackle from Slade, but Grey reacts very quickly, lays it off. Nebula right on the edge of the box, completely unmarked. Puts that ball in the perfect place. That is largely down to space that she was afforded because I don't necessarily have the skills. Nebula, nice one to Wolverine. Wolverine does land that header, but straight to Westbrook, who is very lucky to grasp that one and hang on to it. Good save from Storm. That was a pretty good chance. That ball over the top, catching us out again and again and again. Groot is struggling here in the first half. Captain America is really struggling. Thor is not happy. Doctor Strange is not happy. There's some worrying signs in this one. We do have the edge on the XG. Sham line's a little hard to see there. Alright, pump fist. Still win. Here we go. Second half kickoff. Nebula, Gamora. Here's Grey. Grey beats her man, but can't beat the second one, and then loses it after recovering. Ouch. There's that skill set that is lacking. Gamora, free kick. Thor, header, goal. Second of the season, and we lead 2-1 early in the second half. That's hitting your center back with efficiency. Onside. That was too easy. That's too easy. Defense really should have done better. And we see that so often. It's not that we have fantastic skill or anything. It's just we're playing smarter than our opponents. Now we're in and we lead 2-1. Here's Groot working inside. Gamora. Grey on the overlap. Grey taken down in the box. Lucky for them, not a penalty called on this. Captain America with the free kick. Dangerous from there, and it's Gamora. Oh, sorry. It's Groot. Groot with the goal. I think it was Gamora, but okay. Groot, 11th goal of the season off the free kick. Dangerous spot on that one. Practically a corner kick, but everybody up. Everybody up. Different than a corner on how that was treated, though in real life that would have been treated like a corner, but we'll take that. 8-5 on the shots, 58% possession, so second half has very much been in our control, and now just 15 minutes left to play, and we lead 3-1, so we're going to go cautious. And let's look at making some subs. Wolverine's struggling a bit, but certainly not too tired. Doctor Strange, Black Panther are both struggling. Maybe Black Panther's one to bring off, because we do have Black Widow who can get in there. That's playing time. Nice play from Doctor Strange on that one. Nebula over the top. Now Groot holds up, gets taken out, and the highlight instantly stops. Doesn't even show it. And Thor with the spot kick. Third goal of the season. That's 2 today for Thor. No highlight of what happened with Groot, but Groot back turned to the goal. Apparently pulled down. So Black Widow's already in. Let's see. Sub for Doctor Strange. That is Star-Lord. As they should have gotten one back there on the counter. Hang on 4-1. And that should do it here. Time is up. We've got a corner kick. Groot takes it. Wolverine survives that as it looked like they were held. They hold the ball in the corner, and time is up. And we win 4-1. So tight contest became a bit of a blowaway. We end up with 2 yellow cards after just 9 fouls. They had 20 fouls and no yellow cards. No favoritism from the ref. They have reputation. We do not. Well, 2020 might have been a bad year for a lot of people all over the world. A horrible year for a lot of people all over the world. But 2020 was a damn good year for this team. Into 2021, 35 points from 15 matches, plus 26, in a position to see promotion in our very first year. I mean, wow. And the development's not outrageous. It's not quick. We just did that instant Kern ability 1, but it's just been strong. Mental's carrying us through. Really has. They're happy. They're excited. They're in form. They are developing, just at a slow pace. I mean, you can see Deadpool, as we've been learning the fullback positions here, is going backwards, and we're going to see less of that. We're going to see more regular progress once they all kind of sort out their positions. You can see Gamora has done that, and now everything's a 7. Concentration in 8. Jean Grey, same thing. She figured out her... actually, she's gone backwards. Still, how comfortable is she now, though? Accomplished, not natural. So, okay. Still training. Groot looks the same. Let's see, Iron Man, how are you looking? Accomplished. Curious, these center mids probably have the best chance of potentially hitting new natural. Accomplished. You can get that behind them, and they can really start to develop. You can see Star-Lord's getting close. Competent now at fullback. Thor, accomplished. So that's real progress. Wolverine is now accomplished. Is that what it takes to show up on the list? Ant-Man, yeah. Right winger is accomplished. Not showing up as left winger, still unconvincing there. Alrighty, well, that's where we're at this point. The growth is there. The development is there. Staff is still not. The staff is something that's very much lagging behind. We have a head coach. We have an assistant coach. We have nothing else. Our assistant coach is horrendous. We have a single fitness coach who wants the job with a fitness level of 2. 2. Maybe through staff search. Well, looky there. We got some physios that want in now. Yeah. We're going to do some searches. Let's see. Can we find anything? Just coach. We do have a few options now. We've got somebody here with great youth. Terrible ratings otherwise, but discipline's there. I think we're going to add ourselves a coach. Charmin might be a little bit higher up. You know what? They're all pretty similar in the coaching attributes department, as in not good, other than the few at the bottom being a bit worse. There you go. Okay. We have a coach coming in. They're bad. This isn't going to make much of a difference, folks. This is the nature of the beast. This is what we're working with right now. If we can win the league this season, though, we're going to see a boost to that reputation. Right now, it's just slowly coming up. It was a 10. Now it's a 12. It's out of 10,000, okay? It's out of 10,000. So we can't get too excited from that. It's going to be a long, long while before that becomes something significantly higher and useful to us. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.